I'm Mia. So in this video, I am going to essentially give you guys some tips on how to save coin and look good while doing it. So if you know me, you know that I thrift all the time, and every time that I tell someone that I thrift, or I tell them that something that I'm wearing is thrifted, they ask me how I get it and how I actually find good clothing in thrift stores. So with these tips, hopefully you guys could go to thrift stores and find things that you like. My first thrifting tip is to have a good idea of your size. And by this I mean looking at a pair of pants and having an idea of whether it's going to fit you or not. I am a very short person, and thrift stores usually carry really long pants. I had to learn how to look at a pair of pants and know if it was going to fit me, like at least around my waist. And then I usually just like roll the ends of the pants up. For shirts, it is easier to know if it's gonna fit you or not than jeans, but you know, I am a very versatile person when it comes to shirts. I love wearing oversized shirts. As you can see, these are two separate shirts, and then I just put the oversized one in the bottom. I am also a college student, so whenever I have to go to a class, I just throw on a pair of leggings and then put on an oversized shirt over it, and I'm out of the door. But you know, I also like to wear little tight shirts here and there. Point is, you know, it is a good idea to just get an overall knowledge of your size in general. The next tip is to find out if the thrift store you're going to has a fitting room. Most thrift stores have a no return policy, so when you buy it, that's it, there's no going back. And the worst thing ever is getting something, getting excited about the way that it's going to fit you, putting it on, and then realizing that it's the complete opposite of what you thought it would look on you. And I'm saying this from personal experience. So just trying it on before buying it is extremely helpful, and that will also help you save coins, sis. My third tip is that if you are thrifting by yourself, I highly recommend having headphones. You know, music just helps you get into like a different, you know, space. Like for me personally, I listen to music that makes me feel like if I'm running through a majestic field. For example, I listen to a lot of Tyler the Creator. Not that Tyler the Creator makes me feel like if I'm a... You know what? The point is, put on music that really gets you in that zone, gets you in that mood. I like to wear a lot of flowy items, and I like to feel like if I'm running through a majestic field. So I listen to a lot of Lana Del Rey. That's just me, sis. The whole point is to just block out your surroundings, block out the people around you, and really get into that zone so that you could find the outfits that fit your mood. Fashion is all about the expression of your personal style, and music is also a part of your personal style. So linking those two together, sis, magic. Magic, trust me. My fourth tip is to take your time. So if you're going thrifting with someone that is rushing you, drop them. Just kidding. Also, if you are going thrifting on a day where you have other things to do, I highly recommend going thrifting again, or just choosing another day in general. Because the beauty of thrifting is that you never know what you're gonna find, and you really need to take your time with it. Like, you have to go through every single rack, go through every single item, and just really sink into the mood and keep an open eye. My next tip is to have pictures as inspiration. So you know when like you're scrolling through Instagram and then you see videos of people putting outfits together, or you just see pictures of an outfit that you would wear, save those. The Instagram saving option is a lifesaver. I have a complete folder in my Instagram dedicated just to outfits and clothes that I want. And then whenever I'm thrifting, I just pull them out and I just take inspiration from there. It is very helpful because I have gone thrifting, pulled out my phone, looked at an item, and just search for that item in specific. Especially when you go online, you search up the item that you want, and then you realize that it's like $60 in a regular store. Sister, that's what we don't do. My next tip is to go with someone who knows your style. And when I go thrifting, I always go with my best friend. We have two completely different styles, but she knows what I would wear and I know what she would wear. And it's just so incredibly helpful to have someone there to ask. Like, I always ask her, like, do you really think that I would wear this? And then she would ask me the same. We enter the thrift store, we go our separate ways, and then we like meet up halfway. And then we basically like eliminate the clothes that we know that we wouldn't wear. Like, she'll ask me, is this really worth the coin? And I'll be like, sis, I don't know about that, and vice versa. Then we usually go to the changing rooms, we try the outfits on, and then that is like kind of like the final stage, the final area, the get down. not to get down, like the final moment, the moment of truth, the moment where we decide whether we're actually gonna get the item or not. It is also very helpful to ask someone their opinion, because then you don't get the item of clothing and then you can't stop thinking about it for years, wishing that you would have just splurged and gotten it. Like those shorts from American Apparel that I didn't get in 2017 that haunt me till this very day. And now American Apparel is out of business, it's closed. They were on sale too. My final tip is to look everywhere. And what I mean by this is that some thrift stores, like for example, the Salvation Army, usually have their clothes set up in categories. Like for example, women, men, and etc. Sometimes, you know, someone will grab an item from the woman aisle and then just throw it in the men aisle because they're too lazy to just go back to the women's section, or vice versa. You just never know what you're gonna find. Thrifting in general is just so amazing. Like, you have an article of clothing that has history behind it, and it wasn't made by a person in a third world country getting paid 10 cents an hour or even a day. Shout out to fast fashion. There are also many thrifting websites, which, you know, you could go to, make sure that they're legit. ThredUp is one of them. I know that's one of like the most popular ones. I also use Depop a lot, and it's great. And as for thrifting in person, I live in New York City. I would not recommend you thrifting in Manhattan. What you are going to find is stores that claim to be thrift stores that just charge you like $20 for a regular schmegular t-shirt like the one that I'm wearing now. And sister, that is what we don't do. That's not it. I would recommend thrifting in Brooklyn. There are so many amazing thrift stores that sell clothes at a good price and at a good quality. And yeah, that's basically my video for today. Please like, subscribe, and share. And God bless. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.